Good morning, you guys. So I thought I would start showing you the mess. It's very early. It's 7:20 after 7. I just dropped my daughter off at school. I'm gonna sit down and have some caffeine and kind of get myself prepared and ready to clean up. I do want to film some videos, so I'm gonna go upstairs and get ready for the day. So I will have a little bit of makeup on while I'm cleaning. I know people probably are wondering why I'm so crazy, but when I have days where it's just myself and there's no one here, I try to multitask. So I'll film, clean a little, film, back and forth. But I thought I would film and show you that, well, I know some people are like, this isn't a mess, this is clutter. I get it, but in order for me to have clarity, this is too much for me. I have blankets everywhere, towels from my hair, candy, food. And if you're wondering if those Prime drinks are good, they're for me. I'll stick to Red Bull or Celsius's. It has that gritty taste that I hate with Alani and Monsters. It has like that artificial, like gritty taste. I just like Red Bull. It never has that gritty taste. It's not bad. I know most people like it, but it's just not for me. I just thought I'd share that since it was there. Here is all my fall decor and summer decor. So I took down most of my summer decor and I just got to get the fall stuff out of the bins. Sorry, but that's all sitting there. I know it doesn't look bad, but there's stuff just everywhere. The countertops are not clean. I went to bed with dishes in the sink. I have a footprint on there because I kicked it shut not kicked it, but I pushed it shut with my foot. My stainless steel looks terrible. This has been a bitch lately trying to clean. I don't know what's going on with my refrigerator. Usually, like the stainless steel cleaner that everyone uses usually cleans that perfectly. I don't know why it's being so streaky lately. I don't know if it's my fabric soft, like detergents that are on my microfiber cloths. I don't know if I just need to use paper towels on it, but I don't usually clean with paper towels because it's so wasteful. My cabinets are being neglected. I always wipe them down like once a week. Bathrooms aren't done. My floor looks shiny, but I can promise you there's about 5,000 little footprints from the dogs and the cat tracking in everything you can imagine. Sand on the floor from the beach the other day. This is just, my table is filthy. I don't know why it's not picking it up, but I promise it is. My windowsills are so dirty. So it is 20 after 7 right now. So it was 7:17. So now it's 7:19. And I'm going to give myself about 10 minutes to drink my drink and just sit here for a minute, decompress for a second, and get myself going. I might clean down here a little bit and then go up and get ready for the day. Hi, you guys. So I thought I would do a voiceover. I wasn't sure which I was going to do, if I was going to do a voiceover or music. I know sometimes these cleaning videos can be like a snooze fest if you don't add music, and then it's really hard with royalties and getting copyright. There's a clip in here where I show my television, and it's very possible this video gets copyright, or like I've never gotten a strike. It just tells me that copyright in the description. So we shall see. I'm hoping because you don't hear anything that it doesn't. So I bought a bunch of cleaning supplies. My husband gets like credit for work and we just buy a bunch of cleaning supplies. So I got a 4-pack of the Walmart brand Lysol wipes. They're like 75 in one of the little tubs. And I never had orange before and I really like it. I like the accessibility of, I can't figure out how to say that word, of the wipes. What I like is that you can wipe down your surfaces and throw it away. I don't use paper towels to clean. I typically use like microfiber cloths, old t-shirts, rags. I use them till they're like no good and then I throw them out. I probably use them for about a year, wash them real well in between. I wash them probably, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm always washing rags. And I love that Mr. Clean spray. I love the atomizer because you can either do a quick spritz or like a long spritz. And sometimes it like gets stuck, but I really do like it. And I am just doing what I have neglected for a while. This summer has been a lot. I think it's been a lot for everybody. It's just been hard balancing, trying to not spend too much money because everything's so expensive, but still enjoying life, if you know what I mean. I'm sure everyone's in the same boat with that. So we did a lot of free activities like hanging out at home, swimming, things like that, but we did do some stuff that was fun. So I'm just wiping counters down because all this has been neglected. And over Labor Day holiday, my husband was home for 5 days and nothing got done. I'm not even going to lie. I did nothing but spend time with him and with my daughter because she's a junior this year. She's going to be driving and quite independent of me. So I figured I might as well just enjoy this last summer where she's not going to be working or always with girlfriends, you know what I mean? Or maybe one day she'll have a boyfriend, hopefully soon. That would be fun. But it's like, that's it. You know what I mean? She's not like an official baby anymore. So I'm just cleaning out my dishwasher, one of the chores that is the bane of my existence. I hate dishes and I dislike laundry, which is weird because I know a lot of people really enjoy doing laundry. I just can't stand it and I put it off. Luckily, there's only 3 of us, so we don't accumulate too much laundry, but it's annoying. So I'm just emptying the dishwasher. I usually never, ever go to bed with dishes in the sink. I just am always worried about like roaches and any type of bugs or gnats. Let me know if you have come into the problem of fruit flies and gnats this year and big flies. It has been one of the worst years for us that we've ever had. We always get fruit flies like when like the turn of the season when it comes from spring to summer when things are kind of damp. But this year has drove me crazy. I have gone through so much vinegar, so much baking soda, just trying to get rid of them. So if you have any great tips, let me know, because that is one of the major reasons I don't like to keep anything in my sink. But last night I was just done. I was exhausted, getting back up at an early hour. I'm up by 5:40 now. And, I was sleeping till about 6:30 or 7 before I would have to get up to go to work and everything. So going to work and having to be home in time to get my daughter to school, and it's just a lot. So I'm a little tired and I just went to bed last night. I'm not even going to lie. I had a beer. I sat on the couch and finished my book and went to bed. So that is what I am taking care of right now. We actually never had this problem before, but our soil outside got a little soft, maybe from all the rain this summer. And our neighbor called us and said, hey, you have like we thought was a bee's nest in there. So his friend, who is a police officer, he's a retired police officer. His friend's an actual police officer now. He also has his own exterminating business. He came and it was actually wasps. And they were right between where our fence is and where our dogs go out to use the restroom. Luckily, he was able to remove them. If it had been honeybees, he has a special guy that comes out, but he was able to get rid of the wasps. And boy, they are nasty. We had to keep the dogs in for almost 3 hours because they are very dangerous, but they are gone, luckily. And they were so tiny, like you wouldn't even have noticed them. So what I had started over the weekend, I thought I was in the mood to take out my summer stuff and put up all of my fall decor. Usually I do that the first few weeks of early September. I started it and I was just like, no, this is just not for me right now. I'm not in the mood for it. So that's what all the piled stuff was on my table. So what I typically do is I pick up big items, blankets, things like that, and just start setting them on like the table. So I have to find homes for everything. I need to find either like a big wicker basket or something I can put my blankets in to store that looks nice, like an ottoman, but something that's kind of small because our living room isn't as spacious as, it doesn't look bad here, but it's definitely a little on the smaller side. But it's perfect because I keep saying to my husband, like, we bought this bigger house and soon it's just going to be 2 of us in the house. It's going to feel way too big. Hopefully my sisters will start having babies soon because I can already feel that empty nesting feeling. So hopefully there'll be kids running through here soon, especially with me reconnecting with my half sister. I know there is a lot of little kids on that side, so that would be a lot of fun to have kids here. So I am picking everything up. That big Fila box is, I started crafting, actually making jewelry. At night I bought emery floss, is that what it's called? And I've been making like friendship bracelets to kind of stay off of my phone in between reading. I just figured it would keep my mind occupied. I can only focus on making the bracelets or the anklets or whatever, and it keeps me off my phone for a little bit. So I've been doing that at night. I got 100 of them. I'll link them for you. Just in case you were wondering what it is, I got 100 for, I think, $9.99 on Amazon. And I just do like fishtail bracelets and all kinds of different knots. So if you are interested, I know it's weird. It's kind of like watching someone color. But if you would like me to make like a little video, just a relaxing video of me making a fishtail bracelet or something, definitely let me know. So in between cleaning, you guys, I feel like I am very easily distracted, borderline like ADD. It is definitely runs in my family. I get distracted. So in between cleaning, I feel like I start decorating and then get back to cleaning and decorating. So I thought I would just share that with you guys. My living room wasn't as bad as it felt. I was trying to maybe take an extra day where I didn't have to wash these couch covers. But this one was okay and the little couch was. But I guess one of the dogs had a bone that they put on the couch and I just couldn't do it. So I ended up stripping the big couch. I washed these a lot. They have salvaged the couches a little bit, but you know, someday I'm going to wish that my dogs were running around making a mess. So I just have to take a deep breath and not worry too much about everything being perfect. So I just took this off and in the washer it went. I think I washed it literally less than a week ago, and dog toys and bones everywhere. Now, a question that I am having such a hard time with, I have Venetian blinds. I don't know how to clean them. They're a nightmare, and they're at that point where it's like they desperately need to be clean. My husband feels like they can't get wet. I don't know for sure. If you have any tips, I would be in debt to you. I need to clean these so bad. So definitely let me know if you have any tips and tricks on how to clean Venetian blinds. I don't know if that means they're wood. I don't know anything about them except they need to be cleaned desperately. And I feel like they're holding odor, like odor from dirt, odor from dust. So let me know if you have any tips and tricks. So I'm just dusting, putting things away. That side where I am right now is where I sit in the evening. So I keep my book there, my AirPods, a koozie, because sometimes you just need a drink at night. And then this is where I don't know if I'll be copyright because of I was listening to a YouTube video on the television while I clean and just putting up my little pumpkins on my bookshelf. And I feel like I had a lot more fall decor out last year. I don't know what I did with a lot of it, but I'm okay with it. It feels better with what I was able to put out this year. It wasn't too much. So I'm folding another blanket because I swear they just accumulate over time, and I just have blankets from one end of the house to the other. There was I know you can't see it, but this table was so filthy. There was sand from the beach, food, crumbs, and now my little dog, my Chihuahua Gilligan, thinks that he figured he can climb up on the chair and he can get on the table and he looks for crumbs. I feel like there's a part in this video that he does it. Him, that little fat shithead right there. That is the love of my life. I love him so much. Chihuahuas are the funniest, biggest personality. He's 20 pounds with a 120-pound personality. But yes, his new thing is getting on my table. Actually, I think I might have cut it out, him trying to get on. And it's not even like when I'm home. If you can see our swimming pool right there, it's when we're out in the pool, he'll get up there and he'll look at us. He'll look for crumbs. And yes, it's disgusting. That's why I sanitize the table a lot. But yeah, that's his new thing. But you couldn't tell this table really was in desperate need of a good wipe. I actually went in after I wiped it down this time and re-wiped it really, really well because we eat here. We have people sit here. But you know what? Is he going to do it? I can't tell in the video. There, did you see him? Then he gets up there and he thinks he's the king of the world. It is quite funny. I know to some people it is very disgusting. I get it. I tell them every time at dinner time, do you know there are people that lock their dogs outside at dinner time? Meanwhile, they're being fed at the table. I know. We're just those types of people. And I just wanted to show you what I used for laundry. I do an all Tide, no, not Tide Pod, sorry, an all pod. If it's a big load, because I was doing my furniture, I do 2, 1 cent booster. And then I had to buy Downy cotton scented. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. Usually I just do the original Snuggle. this wasn't bad. I actually like it, and it lingers, so I wasn't too upset about it. But I usually like Snuggle or the Amber Rose from Downy. So yes, I just had to start some laundry here, and in the couch cushion, not couch cushion, the couch cover went. These actually wash very nice. They're supposed to be waterproof. I don't know exactly how waterproof they are, but it did say waterproof when we got them on Amazon, and I will link them for you. Here I am making the bed. I had just changed our sheets. I do them once a week in the summer and once like every week and a half in the wintertime. I don't know why I ever came up with that. Like, I was trying to shoo them off the bed. I don't know why I ever came up with that routine. But in the summer, I feel like we're dirtier because we're outside a lot more, so it's every week. And no matter how many times I change the sheets, it's just nothing but dog hair. And look at these two. This is why I never can make the bed. Every time I go to make it, they feel the need to wrestle. They don't get on the bed any other time of the day except when I'm making it, and then they need to wrestle. This blanket that I have, that red blanket, I have to wash it like, oh gosh, every couple weeks because my husband will not let me take it off the bed. My Aunt Normie bought it for us when we first got married, so this blanket is almost 17 years old. It's so ratty and worn and soft, but he won't sleep without it, even when it's warm. I always say to him, like, people interchange. Like, you have blankets for summer, blankets for winter. Like, we don't do a heavy quilt in the summer, obviously, but always that red blanket. And yes, I kind of half-assed the bed today. At this point, I was just over it because of these two. And I found that really nice gray blanket from Walmart. It's like a, I still have my baby blankets. I still sleep with them from when I was a kid. I think a lot of women in my family do. I know my aunt does, my sisters do. And they are like receiving blankets, like a thermal material, not thermal, like a, maybe it is thermal. And I found a giant blanket in that material and I loved it. Now, when my husband was shopping for work, he picked this up, and I have to say it's a waste of $40. Maybe it works for someone else. I don't even know what it's supposed to do. So it's a microfiber dry mop, and I hate it. And I feel so bad because it was very expensive. And I just not really sure what it's supposed to do. So what I do is I try to get the dust up and dog hair and kind of maneuver to the middle of the kitchen. But I'm not going to lie, I don't like it. I don't recommend it unless you haven't the entirety of your house is hardwood floors. Maybe then it would work better to get like underneath the couch, in the like under furniture, things like that, to get all the dust. Maybe I'm using this incorrectly, so if I am, definitely let me know. I just don't love this, and I definitely feel like there's better options out there. I do appreciate anything he does help, brings home to help me, but I just hated it. And I always end up vacuuming the hardwood floors anyway. I find there's like two settings. There is a setting that's just a normal vac, and then there's like a max suction that really helps. The only thing about this vacuum, and I think it's just because of the model it dies quickly. I only get about 25 minutes. So that's a pain in the ass. I think if I upgrade a vac, I will still go cordless, just try to find with a better battery, like a shelf life battery. But I end up vacuuming anyway before I mop this floor. I feel like I'm always mopping and vacuuming dog hair. I feel like that is all I ever do is vac and mop up dog hair. And that's what I'm doing here. And it does a very good job. You can't see how dirty this floor is, but I can promise you it is. And this is something I haven't done in about a month, and I try to do it weekly usually, but again, just the summer got away from me. I have to vac my steps. I even went in with the thinner attachment to do like the perimeter, because believe it or not, even though my dogs don't really sit here, the cat does, and I was hoping that, good thing you can't see up my dress, oh my goodness. What was I saying? Of course, I lost my train of thought. It just collects a lot of hair and odor, so I try to really deeply vac. And I'll show you right at the end how much this actually gets out of my carpet. I had just emptied it, and I was actually shocked by how much it pulled out of the carpet. And then last but not least, I just went in and Swiffer sweeped. I had actually deeply mopped, like with the mop that you spin. I don't know. I kind of hate it actually. I had done that about 2 weeks ago. So I just, in between like deep cleaning, I just, whatever this thing is, Swiffer sweeper. I know it's not the best, but it does just keep it clean for now. I didn't show bathrooms because you guys, I honestly just didn't feel like cleaning the bathrooms today because they weren't bad. That's something that I keep up with regularly just because we have company and my daughter's friends are over, and there's nothing worse than a kind of a gross bathroom. So I just ended up doing this and doing my voiceover today. This is all done. I think today is Thursday. Yes. And I'll see you